Ill Nation, what's going on with you guys, man? It's Kid Ill Truth in the building, and today, man, we're talking about PK. We're talking about Peacekeeper, and the reason we're talking about Peacekeeper is because she might be getting reworked. And what I mean by might, I mean they fully mentioned it. So in Thursday's Warrior Dev stream, Roman was talking about all the balance changes. Well, both Romans were talking about all the balance changes coming in a new update, and they went on to talk about the future of the reworks. And they talked about, of course, how they want heroes to be reworked that are underpowered. That being, you know, the Valkyrie, the Orochi. Hopefully the Warden, man. I hope the Warden is in there somewhere in season 6, maybe season 7. I hope the Warden receives a rework because I think he needs it, in my opinion. But nonetheless, they went on to talk about heroes that are getting balance updates based on their fighting style and based on how one-dimensional or more or less more annoying they are to fight. And he mentioned Peacekeeper front and center. And as a Peacekeeper main, I'm jumping in joy because this hero is so one-dimensional, you guys. Like, and people like always like they like Peacekeeper isn't OP. Like, even in my last video I made, they're like, Peacekeeper isn't OP at all. I'm like, Peacekeeper is really, she's really kind of just up there for the absolute wrong reasons. Like, the damage, she has crazy damage. I don't say it's I won't say it's overlooked because people know, but her heavy into bleed does 49 damage. Her triple stab does 36. You know, like, she does so much damage, you guys. Like, her dodge heavies does 36. It's crazy. She's a crazy character as far as her damage, like just raw damage. And to go further, like, of course she has the 400 millisecond zone attack. She has the 400 millisecond light attack on the second light in the chain. She has option select parries. Her dodge recovery is amazing, and of course they're nerfing the back dodge on all the characters. Well, mainly assassins in the update, so that'll be good for balancing the game. But nonetheless, this character is just absolutely crazy, and I definitely want to see them make this character more rewarding to fight against and more rewarding to fight with. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I want to see this hero receive a few changes, and these are just some changes in my opinion would be good for her overall and would be kind of fun for as far as mix-ups and variety in her playstyle. So moving first with her zone attack, I definitely see the zone as being kind of broken. It's a neutral 400 millisecond attack, and of course you can block it, but you know, it's all fun and games until the PK starts letting let a heavy fly a couple times, and then go ahead and let the heavy fly from the right and go ahead and feint it right into the zone. And that's coming at a raw 400 milliseconds, and potentially even shorter, potentially even like less than 400 milliseconds, you know, with the removal of timestamp. Hopefully lag comp helps with that, but we can't like just depend on that solely for this super fast attack. So with that being said, I definitely, if they're going to keep it at 400 milliseconds, if they're going to keep it there, they're going to have to make some adjustments. First, damage. I truly do believe that the damage from this zone attack should more or less come from the second half. And what I mean by that is not so much just the heavy hit of the second half, but the potential mix-ups in the second half of the zone attack. So if they're going to keep it at 400 milliseconds, lower the damage down to maybe 12, from 20 to 12. So you get that first good hit, you get that first good smack, and now you go right into the mix-ups. So from there, you're not canceling the zone attack anymore. You can feint it, but you're not going to cancel the complete animation and cut it off. I think that's bullcrap, that you can just completely negate the entire second half of an attack and just get rid of it. Like, no, you should be able to feint it. You should still have the animation of her going into the second part, but you can feint it. But I definitely do think she can just feint it raw and try to bait out a parry. I think she can just feint it into a bleed coming from any of the 3 guard stances into her, like Ripstone bleed. She can feint it into that, or she can feint into a soft feint and guard break. I think those 3 options in her zone really give her some mix-up potential. So very similar to Shaman, whereas Shaman is kind of berserker-esque in the beginnings of her zone, you know, with the spinning motions, the rampage and all berserk craziness, where PK is just one swift strike and they go right to the mix-ups. And also, if I could be quite honest, I was thinking about it like kind of maybe you can do something like Aramusha, where you could speed up the zone, the first hit to 500, well, not speed up, slow it down, I should say, slow it down to 500 milliseconds and turn that second one into an unblockable, where you can either let the unblockable fly or you can go into a guard break. So that gives it a good mix up. So now you have a slower attack, but now you have a good mix up with it. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel that can be balanced, but if they're going to keep it at 400 milliseconds, it cannot continue to do 20 damage. It has to go down to like 12. I'd say 15 at the absolute most, but I'm leaning towards 12 because I would like to see the rewarding aspect of the zone attack be the mix up after that initial fast strike. That's what I would personally like to see. So moving forward, I think her heavy attacks just do too much raw damage. I think she should definitely be getting her average, and what I mean by average, in line with all the other assassins as far as their heavy attacks. She should be getting that with the bleed. She shouldn't be getting 33 on a heavy and then continue to get like 4 or 5 ticks of bleed in addition to that. No, she should, if they're going to keep it like that, they need to go ahead and let her heavies do 25 damage, and then she gets like 3 ticks of bleed with the confirmed bleed. I think that'll put her in line with the other assassins while also letting her use her full kit to its ability. Moving forward, I think in addition to with that, I think her bleed should be able to come from all 3 directions, kind of like Shaman. Like the fact that that's how it is with Shaman and PK is just kind of left in the dust kind of sucks. So I definitely do think that PK should be able to do her soft feint to bleed from any of the 3 directions, not just one, not just from the one that she's striking initially with. And then moving forward, I think that PK definitely should be able to do a soft feint and guard break on her second heavy in the chain, because right now it's only with the first heavy, and it's good, it's cool, I like it, but it definitely should be with both of the heavies. Any heavy that she throws out should be able to be soft feinted, not dodge heavies, of course, not dodge heavies, but in the same thing. I'm jumping around because this is unscripted. If you can't tell, this is unscripted. I'm just talking to you guys, man. I'm like, I can make a script for this shit, but really I'm just talking to you guys freely. But I definitely do think that she should be able to just soft feint her heavies, period, into guard break. And then moving forward with the dodge heavies, those do ridiculous damage. So the same thing with the actual traditional heavies, where it does lower damage, but you need to confirm it with the bleed to get your full damage opportunity. So you give all of that in addition with the zone changes, I think it will equal a more rewarding character to play against, because she'll still have raw speed. Like I don't want her to lose her raw speed, but I also don't want to see her just get unfair advantages based on how much pure damage her attacks does, like with addition to these bleeds. So I want to see her do that. So I think these are just some good adjustments. As always, I'm open. I want to hear you guys' ideas on the matter. I'm always willing to hear you guys' ideas and share ideas and talk to you guys, man, in the comment section, because you know I'm just a chill motherfucker. I'm not really that deep into this shit. I'm not really trying to argue and none of that other bullshit with people. I just like sharing ideas with you guys. So nonetheless, go ahead and drop me a comment. I'm very much really interested to hear it, because Peacekeeper is a hot topic. She's a very hot topic in the community. You got those who play her like, man, shut the fuck up, I like playing Peacekeeper. Then you got everyone who plays against like, man, I fucking hate Peacekeeper. Like from content creators to just normal ass players, motherfuckers just hate Peacekeeper. So I definitely want to see the character continue to be viable, just not unfair. You understand what I'm saying? That's more or less that's my goal. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see her be fun to play against and fun to play with, but not unfair. You understand me? Like where she's just super fast and all that extra shit. Like it's just, her attacks are just ridiculous. So, but now that I think about it, I'm just rambling at this point, you guys. But now that I think about it, I would kind of like to see that second part. They slow down the first light in the zone to 500, and then they give it the second part, they give it unblockable. That way she wouldn't have to have an unblockable outside of that in her kit, but that would be really good to open up pure turtles. You know what I mean? Because she still suffers from not having an unblockable period, where you can just literally just block her and just shut her offense completely down. So I think that would be really dope. But nonetheless, I'm looking at this fight that you guys are watching as well, and the light's winding down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, you guys. Go ahead and make sure to drop those comments, you guys. Let me know what you think about Peacekeeper as a whole. And as far as this channel goes, I'm not going nowhere. I just want to make that clear. I'm down with For Honor until the ship sinks. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video in its entirety, first and foremost. Secondly, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you could drop a like on the video, I very much appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and get out of here, you guys. Peace to the world, peace to the earth. Thank you guys so much for watching. We out, man. That's a wrap. Peace, y'all.